Good morning, everybody. Like I said, this is Patty Carson. Got big shoes to fill today. Juan Mercado messaged me last night and said he has a meeting this morning and said, will you step in for me? So big shoes to fill. Always excited to be here with everybody. And I like to get motivated first thing in the morning. So I'm going to step off. Usually I'm on with the Little Things Matter, but I found something a little bit different. It's on how to stay motivated even when it gets tough. And, I know everybody goes through that at some point, but this is by Elizabeth Perry. And she says, motivation is fickle. It ebbs and flows and can be hard to wrangle, but getting and staying motivated is a skill that will pay off in the long run, no matter what area of life you apply it. And she says you might not feel like working toward that fitness goal you set a few months ago, or you might be lacking enthusiasm amidst your recent job or job search, but you know that you'll regret it if you quit now. Whether it's to fulfill a need or a want, these tips on staying motivated will help you relight that spark both within and outside work. And she says, what is motivation? Motivation is the energy that drives you to complete a task or behavior. It's the wind in your cells that pushes you towards your goals. And there are two main kinds of motivation. And I found this interesting because I read several things on motivation, and they both said this, not several of them said this. There's two types: extrinsic motivation, which refers to external factors that drive you. For example, receiving a paycheck in exchange for your labor offers you a reward. Negative external motivators like fear of being fired for skipping work also drive you to act in certain ways. Intrinsic motivation refers to internal factors that inspire you. For example, doing work that aligns with your values is emotionally fulfilling. Your own desire to succeed is what propels you forward. She says intrinsic motivation is the more sustainable type of motivation since it comes from within. People who find their calling and live a life full of purpose feel good about waking up in the morning. They trust that their work aligns with their values, which keeps their spirits up. But extrinsic motivation also has its place. It's what keeps a roof over your head and pushes you to do groceries on the weekend, even if you'd rather be sleeping in. Studies have even shown that removing financial incentives decreases motivation. Extrinsic incentives trump intrinsic incentives as far as our brains are concerned. Our brains are hardwired to respond to rewards thanks to the relationship between dopamine and motivation in our brain. So if you're unmotivated, you probably feel sluggish and down. And that's the last thing you want to do is complete a task or do your chores, and that's okay. Even the most driven people have their days off. If you're having more off days than you'd like, you need tactics to help keep yourself motivated. With the right tools, you can attain that. And what is peak motivation? Peak motivation occurs when you achieve a flow state. This state occurs when you're so absorbed in an activity that you can tune out the world. It usually happens when you work on a challenge of optimal difficulty, not so easy that is boring, but not so hard that it's stressful. And then they give 30 motivation tips to keep you going. It says here are some general motivation tips to keep boosting your energy and keep you moving forward. And remember that motivation ebbs and flows. So feel free to, find a combination of these under different circumstances, and you might get different results each time or find something that works for you in 90% of the situations. So 1, find your why. To fuel your motivation, understand the deeper reasons behind your goals and aspirations. And that's what just to say you want to do something, when somebody tells me what their goals are and I ask them what their why, sometimes I keep saying, and why do you want that? And why do you want that? And, if you ask that, like 10 times, what does that mean to you? Why? It'll get to the real reason and make it even more important. So really understand your why. 2, create a positive environment. Surround yourself with positivity, whether it's through inspirational posters, uplifting music, or encouraging friends. Practice gratitude. Reflect daily on what you're grateful for to foster a positive mindset and motivation. 4, set deadlines. Assign specific deadlines to your goals and tasks to create a sense of urgency. 5, embrace challenges. See challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles, which can boost your motivation to overcome them. 6, reward yourself. Treat yourself to small rewards when you accomplish tasks or milestones to stay motivated. 7, stay flexible. Be adaptable and open to change as your goals and circumstances evolve. 8, track progress. Keep a journal or use apps to monitor your progress and see how far you've come. 9, stay inspired by role models. Study the lives and journeys of people who inspire you to maintain motivation. 10, practice visualization. Picture yourself succeeding in your goals in vivid details to increase motivation. 11, eliminate negative influences. Minimize contact with people or situations that drain your energy or enthusiasm. 12, set personal challenges. Challenge yourself with new experiences or hobbies to stay engaged and motivated in different areas of your life. 13, find accountability partners. Share your goals with someone who can hold you accountable and offer support. 14, stay curious. Cultivate a sense of curiosity and wonder about the world to stay motivated in your pursuits. 15, keep a done list. Instead of a to-do list, maintain a list of completed tasks to see all your achievements and stay motivated. 16, set clear goals. Define specific, achievable goals to give yourself a sense of direction and purpose. 17, create a vision board. Visualize your goals by creating a vision board with images and quotes that inspire you. 18, break tasks into smaller steps. Divide large tasks into smaller, manageable steps to make progress more achievable. 19, prioritize tasks. Focus on the most important tasks first to prevent feeling overwhelmed. 20, establish a routine. Create a daily or weekly routine to build consistency and discipline. 21, stay organized. Use calendars, to-do lists, or digital apps to organize your tasks and deadlines. 22, eliminate distractions. Identify and minimize distractions to maintain focus on your goals. 23, celebrate achievements. Acknowledge and celebrate your successes, no matter how small, to boost your motivation. 24, stay motivated. Surround yourself with motivational quotes, books, podcasts to keep your inspiration levels high. 25, find a support system. Share your goals with friends and family who can provide encouragement and accountability. 26, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when facing setbacks or challenges and avoid self-criticism. 27, stay healthy. Prioritize physical and mental health through exercise and balanced diet and regular sleep. 28, visualize success. Imagine yourself achieving your goals to reinforce your commitment and motivation. 29, learn continuously. Pursue new knowledge and skills to stay engaged and interested in your pursuits. 30, mix up your routine. Occasionally, change your environment or try a new approaches to prevent monotony and keep things fresh. So these, are really, some really good tips, when I looked at it, because I thought all of this is stuff I've had to do in my career and in my time. And, I had to find my why, and I had to create the environment that I needed. And I know many, many successful people, lots of people I talk to, they practice gratitude. That's one of the things, I do before I even get out of bed. I think about the things I'm grateful for. And when bad things are happening, and we all have bad things happen, I practice, the gratitude. What are the good things that are going on? And so, embrace the challenges, that come your way. I thought that was really good. I mean, sometimes they feel like they're going to knock us down, but they're learning opportunities, significant learning opportunities when we have challenges, because when you overcome it, you'll feel satisfied and you learn how to do that. And so there was just several of them, to set your personal challenges, challenge yourself to new experiences, to do things, and to stay curious. And I got a kick out of the keep it done list. My family makes fun of me because I have a notepad on the table and I write everything I got done for the day. But it's so that when that day gets done, I can look and say, well, sometimes you get there down. If you ever feel this way, but I feel like, oh, what did I get done today? And it just didn't feel like I got anything done. But if you just kind of I walk by my little list and write down, that I did things, so I can look and realize that I am accomplishing things and my goals. And, I have vision boards. I can, try to encourage people to do vision boards all the time. And, routines are good, establishing habits. And just a lot of these are really, good. Practicing self-compassion, be kind to yourself. I thought that's really good too, because, when you don't do something, or it didn't go the way you wanted, sometimes we become hard on ourselves, but we need to be forgiving on ourselves and know, tomorrow's another day. I can reset. Every day I wake up, I'm like, this is a new day. This is a new day. I get to start over and be the best I can be. And so, one of the things, is just there's so much, this wake-up call. It's so good. Every day we have good, things to start your day out. And if you're trying to improve where you are in life and, where you want to be, being able to motivate yourself is really important. And this is how, I do it, and I get excited about this call because it's like a little bit of motivation every morning for something different. And, with the internet now, there's so much, if you're struggling with a little something like, I don't know how to do this, or you're just discouraged, don't know how to talk to somebody or something, you can just pull that up, and I know different leaders I talk to that get up in the morning and whatever it is they think they're going to need for the day, they go pull up something on the internet on that subject, go watch a YouTube video, to whatever it is that makes you tick. I totally encourage you to get your day up and start that way, just so that you can keep motivated and keep, it makes you feel good when you accomplish these things, and just to stay on task. And another, plug on this wake-up call, it lets you know there's people with you. When you listen to the different things, that means, there's other people that are wanting the same thing. So I encourage you to invite people to this wake-up call Monday through Friday, and we also post them on thewakeupcalls.com so that you can listen or re-listen. I went through a lot of points today, so you can go back and re-listen if you want. It probably won't be up till tomorrow morning because I'm in meetings as well all day today, but we appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and open the lines and unmute.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty.